Hashtag T2P. Come and take a sip of the thought with me. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Sunday. All right, look, ladies and gentlemen, I just decided to come in just for a moment. I won't be before you too long. I decided to come in and just check in with you, see how you were doing, see what's going on, see what's happening with you today. And just to kind of like check in with you. I've been trying to continue to do the check-ins and make sure that we're good to go, make sure that everything is kosher and all of that good stuff, make sure that we are on and good. And I just wanted to come with you before the weekend was over, before everything was happening, so forth and so on, to just kind of come in and just holler at you for a moment. So if you are around and up and at 'em and you want to holler at me, say what's up, come talk to me, share, like, do all of that good stuff. And then also too, ladies and gentlemen, just check in with yourself. It seems like we are constantly trying to check in with everybody else, but we're not checking in with ourselves. So check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. Make sure you're checking on yourself. Make sure you're checking on your mental, your emotional, your spiritual health, and your well-being, and just check in with yourself. Make sure that you do that. Okay. Make sure that you do that. It seems that yeah, as you can see, my hair is all over my head today, but I figured why not? Why not? Why not just go with it? Why not just let it be what it is? I think I didn't shock y'all enough. I think I'm gonna put it up. And yeah, just yeah. So I'm just gonna do that for the time being. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do that and let it be what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I won't be before you long, but I just wanted to check in with you. I had a conversation with someone today, and I just thought it was good for me to kind of like check in with you all and just see if you all are on the same page and just make sure that you all are good, and that you all are in and doing what you need to do. Check it out tomorrow. We're going to be with you tomorrow at 8 a.m. It'll be our meeting in the family room on the Thought to Ponder. And we are talking about your pain is your purpose, right? That's what we'll be talking about on tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. and check us out, because I guarantee you, you would really like to listen to and hear about what we have to say. Shanita and I will be talking about it. We've talked about it before, but we think that it's so important that you understand how your pain can very well be your purpose. And a lot of times we don't understand that that is the case in point, because we think that our pain is something that's just singular and it doesn't really lend to anything that we do or that we have. And the reality of it is that it does. It does lead to that. So check us out tomorrow, 8 a.m. here on the Thought to Ponder. It'll be our meeting in the family room Mondays, and we will be talking about your pain is your purpose. All right. So this is what I want to do just really quickly. It's a check-in with everyone. Is while I'm hearing the city of Houston, and right now there are thunderstorms and it's raining and it's doing a whole lot right now. But right now, while I'm listening to this, have you ever thought about how much damage is done, or how much pressure is put on something in order for it to be beautiful, to be great, to be something that you don't have to worry about? Sometimes we are going and going and going and going, and we are wearing ourselves down. We're beating ourselves up. Now, I'm not saying by any means that you should do this on a constant basis, but normally pressure makes diamonds, right? Normally you can beat something and make something else out of it, things like that. So today I was having a conversation with someone, and they said to me, well, Titan, it seems like you got everything that you need and you're doing everything that you want to do. So what are you complaining about? And I really wasn't complaining. I was just expressing how I was feeling with this COVID-19 and being quarantined and not being able to do what you really want to do. And some days I want to get up and go, and some days I just want to lay in the bed, and some days I just feel like I'm just like blah. You know what I mean? And so I was saying that it's hard for you not to acknowledge that when you're supposed to be the strong one, when you're supposed to be the one that's doing everything. It's kind of hard for you not to acknowledge that. So my question to you today, when you check in, what happens to the strong? What happens to the willpower of those that stand in the forefront? What happens to the strong? So think about that. Think about that. Hey, Paula. Hey, 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 sis. What happens to the strong? What happens? Think about that. So if you really are, so if you are looking at yourself right now and you're keeping it together, you're the glue that holds everything together. What happens to you? If you don't check in with yourself, if you don't love on yourself, if you don't understand what's going on with you, what happens to the strong? You got to be able to ask yourself that question, because the reality of it is that you will crumble. You might do it in a nice way to where you don't just fall, boom. You kind of like fall, hit, fall, hit, fall, hit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You might do it like that, but you will fall. And so sometimes when people say, "Oh, well, Titan, you got it together. You're always smiling. You're always going and getting it." But the reality of it is that I struggle. I struggle. And ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to tell me. I want y'all to let me know. Put it down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you have it together, give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Let me know where you're at. Let me know where you're at, because the reality of it is that we can stand in front and we can say all day long that we are strong. We can say that we got it going on. We can say that we're this. We can say that we're that. We can say that we do all of these things. But the reality of it is are we truly living? Are we truly doing for us? Because we're doing for everybody else. Have you ever been, and this is not a complaint, and this is what me and my friend was talking about today. Have you ever been the person that everybody comes to? Have you ever been the person that holds it together? Have you ever been the person that wanted to cry, but you had to be strong for everybody else? Have you ever been the person that comes in and swoops up everybody and saves the day? Have you ever done that? And this is not a complaint, right? And I'm not trying to give a disclaimer. I'm saying this is not a complaint, but this is reality. For those of us that are strong, for those of us that are doing it, for those of us that are there comes a time when we're going to need help, when we're going to need support, when we're going to have to be somebody that you hold up. You understand what I'm saying? And so sometimes you have to really understand where you're at, because this is a job, right, that you applied for. This is a job that you took. When they gave you the offer letter, you accepted the offer letter, even though it may have been for no money, some money, less money, right? More work. You accepted that position. And now that you're in that position, there is no room for you to say, "Oh, no." There's no room for you to say, "Oh, woe, it's me." There's no room for you to break down, because that's not part of your job description, according to them. According to them. According to them and 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 them. Right? Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Paula. You start falling apart. You're right, Shanita. You're damn right. You're right, Paula. You have to stop and start working on you. You got to be able to do that. So sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, when people say, "Oh, well, I have to work on me," working on you sometimes looks like this. It looks like you working on you when the lights are down, when the darkness sets in, when the four walls close in, and you can't do nothing but weep. That's the only time that you have to work on you. Because any other time when the daylight is shining and things are going, everybody is calling on you. Everybody's calling on you. You're right, Kat. The strong sometimes have to find a time to show and allow our weakness to be seen in safe and secure settings. That is correct. But a lot of times what we do, we are the rock. We're it. We're it. So I'm gonna tell you something that you can look up and see. Water gives life. Water destroys life. Water is powerful. Water can be serene. Water can be all those things, and so can you. But if you allow water to run over a rock continuously, day in and day out, it will wear that rock down. It will smooth that rock out. It will find a way to get through that rock. it will break it down. That's how life is sometimes. That's how it is. Hey, Carlton. Yeah, he said, yes, Lord. You know what? And Paula, I am not about to say that you are wrong. I say that you pray. But this is what I want you to do. This is what I want anybody to do that's out there, that's being the rock, that's doing it for everybody else, and don't have enough time or energy to do it for yourself. Stop praying with no action. Stop praying with no action. Hear me what I say. Y'all might not like it. You might like it. If I'm speaking to you, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. Let me know that's what's going on. But stop praying without action, right? Prayer without work is dead. We can pray all day long for God to come down, Jehovah, Buddha, whoever, Allah, whoever to come down and save us and make sure. But if we are not doing the work ourselves, we can't be saved by anybody else. We can't be saved by nobody else. So pray, yes, pray, but get up off your butt and do some work. Shut it down. No, stop, wait. You're in my space. You know what I'm saying? Like give people the knowledge and the understanding of where you're at. You cannot live like that. You can't live like that. And a lot of times people say, oh, well, Titan, you're just saying, this and you're just saying that because you have it. No, I don't have it. It is a daily process for me to get up and do what I do and be able to go forward. It's a daily process. But let me tell you something. I know that I was put on this earth for a reason. And this is, I don't know who this is for right there, but whoever this is for me as well. I know that I was put on this earth to do. I know that I was put on this earth to have. I know that I was put on this earth to be. But what you have to understand is that not only were you put on this earth to have, to do, to be, but you were put on this earth to be loved. You were put on this earth to be mentally sound and physically healthy. And emotionally and spiritually healthy. You were put on this earth to have those things. But you got to know how to do those things. You got to know how to balance them. We come from a time, well, I'm in my 40s. I come from a time to where you work hard, you bust your behind, and you reap the benefits later. That's what you do, right? I was raised to believe, and I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I was raised to believe that I did all the work, and if I could come home and be comfortable in my home, then I'm doing it. But what that work means is, what that work sometimes states to you is that you can't have feelings. You can't have emotions. You have to be numb sometimes to that. You get up early in the morning, 6 in the morning. You don't go to bed until midnight, 1 o'clock. You get back up 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't go to bed till midnight, 1 o'clock. But you're doing that, but that's depriving you. It's depriving your body. Now, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that is going to deprive of you is your mental capacity, your emotional capacity, your spiritual capacity. Then your physical will follow, right? Because here you have made up in your mind that you are strong enough, that you are doing, that you are going. And then your body will say, no, I need to sleep. Your body will say, no, slow down. Your body will say, look, mama, hey, I can't do this no more. But in your mind, you got to do it because you're it. You're it. You're the rock. You're the saver. You are it. Hold on. Kat says you have to take your I am the strong one cape off sometimes. It's not running from your calling, but you have to renew yourself and renew your energy and your energy. Look, ladies and gentlemen, that is so true. You have to renew yourself. So this is what I do. And this is why people say, well, Titan, you're a busy man. You are always running. You're always running. You're always going here. You're always going there. You're always doing this. Well, it looks like that. But let me tell y'all what I do. I take a moment. There are days that I don't even answer the phone. There are days that I lay in the bed for 4 or 5 hours. Wake up, fix breakfast, do what I got to do, and get right back in the bed. There are days that I just take a drive, don't know where I'm driving to, and just drive. There are days that I pick up my camera and just go out and shoot anything that I think is beautiful, which I think a lot of things are beautiful, but just anything that, and then my time to myself is me transforming it into something other than what it looked like when I first saw it, right? That's the way that I do that. I pray and meditate in the mornings, just like Paula said, prayer. But I pray and I meditate in the mornings, but I got to get up and I got to move. I got to do something for me. I can't keep doing everything for everybody else because it doesn't work like that. I got to do something for me. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are doing everything for everybody else and you are getting nothing from it, you are depriving yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, please miss me with the, oh, I just don't like to take. You're not taking. If you are replenishing your energy, if you're renewing your energy, if you're giving yourself spiritual food, emotional food, right? Mental food, then that's what you need to do. How is somebody going to take care of, how you going to take care of somebody else and you can't take care of yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying don't do, I'm not saying don't have, I'm not saying don't be, but I am saying take care of yourself. Hold on. Mm, 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 mm. Carlton says it's important to take care of yourself first because you can't be a blessing to no one else if you're not together yourself. Look, do you know how many people are running around here giving blessings and doing blessings and they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs themselves? No pun intended. But you all out here wilding on yourself. Sometimes you're talking to yourself and you don't even know where you're at, what you're doing. But you're doing it for everybody else. You're out here being a blessing. There are many of people out here running on fumes, being a blessing for somebody else. There are many people out here. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all this. Think about July. Think about July. How many times in July did you bless somebody? And there was no blessing for you. And I'm going to say this. And I don't want y'all to think that I'm being mean or nasty or angry to anybody. How many times did you bless somebody and there was not a blessing given back? How many times did you bless somebody and there was nobody actually, what the heck? And there was nobody giving a blessing back. Not only that, but there was somebody in your life that came in and took 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blessings. Even when you weren't strong enough to give a blessing, they still came in and took a blessing. You understand what I'm saying? So look through July, and I want you to tell me how many times you blessed somebody and didn't get anything in return. But that blessing that you gave took a lot out of you, took a lot away from you. Now, I'm not saying don't bless because we are on this earth to do what we are on this earth to do. But what I am saying, how many of you have given a blessing and you didn't have a blessing to give? How many of you wanted to sleep and you couldn't sleep because you had to get up and go give them that blessing? I'm not saying that God didn't give you a blessing. I'm not saying that God didn't put you on this earth to do what you're supposed to do. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is God also put you on this earth to be good to you, to be a blessing to yourself. Bless you, and then you can bless others. You cannot give anybody anything from a cup that doesn't run it over. That doesn't run it over. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have any time to tell you what you should and what you shouldn't do. But what I am going to say this, if you are feeling some kind of way, if you are sitting here always tired, if you are depressed, if you are not willing to get up and do anything for yourself, then something needs to change. And yes, sometimes people say, oh, Titan, well, that's selfish. Well, then be selfish. Well, then be selfish. One time in your life, be selfish for you. One time in your life, make sure that you are doing something for you. Make sure that you're okay. Before you throw out another lifeline, make sure you're not drowning. Before you throw out another lifeline, make sure that you're not drowning. And then if you're about to go on a trip, on a boat, make sure you got life preservers. Make sure you got some type of reserve. If you're about to go on a long trip, make sure you got an extra battery pack, or make sure you can charge yourself on this trip to make sure that you're good. We're like cell phones. We get down to 3% and think we're going to play a video. And then when the cell phone cuts off on us, we be like, oh, my phone just died. Baby, when your life dies, when you die, you can't just go pick up another body and keep going. There's no way to plug you back in once you're dead. And I do mean dead in the mental sense, emotional sense, spiritual sense, physical sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, check in with yourself. I'm not telling you don't give. I'm not telling you don't be, but be a blessing to yourself. Love yourself. And I don't know why. I didn't know at first. I didn't know why I had been on this kick about being you, loving yourself, being there for yourself, and doing so much and so on. I thought about the many hundreds of times that I have been there for everybody else. I have done for people even when I didn't have. And I always said, oh, this is what God put me here to do. Now, I'm not doubting that, but God didn't put me here to do it from a place of 0%. You feel what I'm saying? So I can still give to you, but I can't give you what I don't have. And if I don't have it, I have to be okay with not giving you what I don't have because I don't have it. Does that make sense? 9 times out of 10, if you don't have it, you will scrape, you will pull, you will rob, steal, and kill to do it for somebody, but you don't have it. Somebody asked me the other day, well, Titan, can you do this or do that for me? You doing this and you doing that. No, I don't have it. Oh, you mean to tell me you don't have it? Or you just don't want to give it to me? I told you I don't have it. I don't have it to give. What are you questioning me for? I'm not the one that needed. Now let me take off my halo. And let me put on my crown. Let me put on my crown. I can't give you what I don't have. And there should be nobody questioning me about what I'm giving if I told you, no, I don't have it. There should be nobody questioning me about what's mine, like you clocking my dollars and clocking my cents, and I told you I don't have it. There's no reason for me to lie to you. So if you come to me and you ask me a question and I tell you that I don't have it, then I don't have it. But in this world that we live in, what they want to tell us is they want to tell us that we're wrong for not giving, that we should give till we deplete it. And then what's going to happen then? They're going to go and be selling fish dinners for us for our funeral. They're going to be going and talking about, oh, he was such a good man. He was such a good man. But they still living and you dead. You gone. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you gone. But they still living. Paula says life is very tricky. God put you in a place to do things for others, but you will get your rewards. And I'm not saying that you won't, Paula. I'm not saying that you won't. But let's not be fooled. Let's not be fooled. God put you in a place to do things for others, but God didn't never tell you to do it from a 0%. God didn't never tell you to do it from a negative place. God didn't tell you that if you don't have it, you don't have to break your back and go up and down around the land to try to do something for somebody. A simple no would suffice. But we have been born and bred to believe that we got to do something for somebody because now it's not their problem anymore. We didn't took the problem on ourselves. Now it's our problem. Now we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that they good. Even lose sleep, even lose mental capacity, even lose spiritual peace, and even wear our bodies down. That's what we're going to do. I don't care what nobody say. And I've been knowing Paula for a long time, way back in South Park on Doolittle. And Paula know I don't mean no harm when I say this. We got to get off that. We have to get off that train to nowhere, that train that always seemed to stop at despair and neediness. We got to get off that train. We don't owe nobody nothing. We don't owe them nothing. If you are grown, you got kids, you got children. There are people that are out there that can't do for themselves. Yes, you go ahead and do, but I'm not doing for no grown ass knuckle. I'm not doing for no grown. I'm not doing it. And we have been born and bred to believe that's what we need to do. I had to tell somebody not too long ago, bro, you're not my child. You are not my kid. Matter of fact, my child is grown. My child is 23. So there's really no child to it. I got a freaking adult. That's not for me. That's not for me. And I want to tell you to get one with your spirit, because your spirit is going to help you out. Let your spirit guide you. I bet you any kind of money your spirit was telling you don't do it, and you did it anyways. I bet you any kind of money that you were doing something your spirit warned you about. I bet you any kind of money that itchy, that feeling that's not right came over you before you did what you did, and you chose to ignore it because God said do it. That's what you did. And then now you're on the flip side of it, like, oh, I should have never done that. So I'm not going to tell you, yes, Paula is right. Life is tricky. And God put me here for a reason, right? But I'm gonna tell you what your reason is. Your reason is to be you. It doesn't say be stupid. It doesn't say give everything that you got so you don't have nothing. It doesn't say that you shouldn't be happy. It doesn't say that you shouldn't be doing any of that. It doesn't say any of that, right? What it says is that you are here to do what you are here to do. But you got to be good. You got to be good. Hey, JD. Yes, I try. But no, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to check in with you. What we don't want to do is we don't want to block our blessings. Everything that comes your way is not a blessing to you. Please understand that. You were put on this earth for a reason. I believe that wholeheartedly. But every single thing that comes your way is not for you to do. The blessing to the person might be for you to say no. Have you ever thought about that? When is this person going to do it on their own? When are they going to be able to hold their own banner? When are they going to be able to pay their own rent? When are they going to be able to stand in their own truth? They're not going to ever be able to do it because you are constantly being that crutch. You are constantly being that enabler. You are constantly cushioning it for them so that they can't do. So with that being said, you got to be able to do what you need to do. But you got to be able to understand that just because you say that you did all of this and you are going to be blessed, when do you get blessed? Have you been blessed? Now, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to hit hard. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope I don't lose y'all. I hope y'all stay with me because y'all know I'm always talking from spirit. A lot of you put that book up and say, oh, God told me to do it. Did God tell you to be in pain? Did God tell you to be in despair? Did God tell you to hurt like that? Because you did something that you felt you needed to do, even though your spirit that God gave you told you don't do it. So you keep running out there and doing for these people. You keep running out there and giving what you don't have. You keep running out there and emptying in your cup every single time somebody comes your way. And then ask yourself, what would they do if you were not around? Have you ever just said no? Have you ever just said no? With no remorse. I don't have to explain to you. I don't have to sit up here and give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons why. I ain't got to do none of that. Right? Some of you may disagree with me, but if you think about it, how many times have you explained why you couldn't do it? How many times have you explained about your money? How many times have you explained why you were too tired to do what they should have done on their own, what they should have done themselves, what they should have done the first time? How many times have you explained why you can't come get them out of jail or you can't come save them again the 5th time around? How many times have you done that? How many times have you done that? And I'm saying this, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm telling you wrong, then you tell me. You let me know because I'm man enough to understand it. You tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me how many times have you stood in front of somebody explaining why your money can't pay for what they need? How many times have you stood in front of somebody giving them chance after chance after chance and they have done you wrong and slapped you in your face every single time? How many times? You can't tell me that's God. I don't care what nobody says. You right, JD. Hell no has been my response. You want to be my maid? Hell no. What did she say? I said, oh no, Miss Sophia. Shoot. Y'all, man, I'm telling you now. You keep playing with yourself. You keep playing with your livelihood. You keep playing with your spirit and your emotions. One day they're not going to be there. And those same people that were there at your doorstep every time you turned around, telling you that it was God, they ain't going to be nowhere to be found. They're not even going to buy one of the fish dinners that your family is trying to sell to bury you. They're not even going to do that. I'm telling you, better get with it. So I'm going to tell y'all something that the good book says. I'm going to tell y'all something that the Lord says. I'm going to tell y'all something that Jesus says. Y'all want to know what that is? You got to take care of yourself first. There's no way on this earth that you are ever going to live, truly live, if you don't take care of yourself. Walk in your truth. Be honest with yourself. The next time somebody comes up to you and you think the good book is waving its pages in front of you that you got to do, what I want you to do, I want you to say to yourself, Titan, am I capable of doing this and not feeling some kind of way? Have I done this already and they've never repaid me? Not that I want you to repay me, but it's a give and take. You understand what I'm saying? I wish people would stop saying, can you loan me? Can you borrow me? Why don't you say, can you give me? Give. Because you're not paying it back. Oh, well, wait until Friday until I get paid. Friday then came and went 15 times over. The next time somebody rolls up to you, you ask yourself those questions. Can I? Should I? Did I? You know what I'm saying? Carter says, no longer responding to people who want my energy in exchange for nothing. That's the point right there. That's the point. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to tell you I am a giver. I will give the shirt off of my back. You can ask Paula, you can ask anybody else that's on here that's ever dealt with me. I am a giver. But what I had to realize is that I can't give what I don't have. And what I was doing was sitting up here going over my limit every single time and still being charged a fee. And I was okay. And I'm talking about my spiritual, my life right now. I was going over my limit over and over and over, and I was still getting the over limit charge. I was still getting the NSF. I was still getting the overdraft fee. But I paid it. I paid it. Why? Because I did it. But I did it because somebody came to me and asked me, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but 5 times. Now, how many times am I going to do that? How many times am I going to keep putting stress in my lap? How many times am I going to keep giving you what's in my cup instead of what overflows out of my cup? How many times am I going to continue to do that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, but check in with yourself. Stop believing that that's the only reason you were put on this earth is to give, and you don't have nothing for yourself. How else are you going to live? How else are you going to be if you don't have nothing? But you want to sit up here and you want to say that it's God, that it's Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It's the universe. I'm not buying it. No more. Those were back in the days. Now people think I'm mean because I say no. Because the reality of it is I don't have it. I don't have it to give. I used to run for everybody. Tired as hell. Can barely get up and do my own work. Can barely get up and make my own living because I'm doing everything for everybody else. And that's what I was supposed to do according to them. Because that's how it was set up. That's what God says do. No. Nope. If there's anything running over out of the cup, you'll get it. But what's on the inside of the cup is mine, every last bit of it. And I am to use it, every last bit of it, the way I see fit. And if I don't think I see fit to give you part of it, to loan you, to borrow you, to just give it out with coupons, then that's my right. And you don't have the right to question me about what I'm doing with mine. Somebody gonna tell me the other day, well, I'm gonna do this and do that. I ain't doing all of that. I'm not finna sit up here and make up no lie. I'm not finna lie to you. I'm not finna make no excuses. No, I'm good. Well, Titan, can you? No. Oh, you didn't have to say it like that. What? I said no. N-O. Well, ain't nobody ever told me nothing like that. Well, that's probably the problem. That's probably the problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, I came on here to give you a dose of real talk. I'm talking with this person today, and they telling me how everybody else has let them down, but they the ones not doing. They're the ones that are going around begging and asking for something when you knew this was coming, when you knew this was already a part. That's just like you got to pay your rent and your mortgage or your car note every month. You already know this. Why would you not have this ready? Why would you not have it already accessible for you to pay it? And if you really want to get crunking and get right, why don't you pay it up? Pay it up for a couple of months so you don't have to worry about it if it's a problem. But no, you're not going to pay it. You done went out and bought up the bar. You done popped some bottles. You done bought you some new kicks. You done got you a new ride. You over here paying for people to do this. You traveling and paying for tickets for people to do this. And then you come to me and ask me for some money? Because you see that recently I've been doing things and making moves, so I got to be making some money. And then when I tell you no, now I'm mean and nasty Titan. Now Titan think he this. Titan bougie. Titan don't want to do this. Titan no. Titan then peep game. That would be a no. That would be a no. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let nobody fool you like that. Don't let nobody play with you like that. Don't let nobody tell you that just because you don't do for them, that you are less than. Now, here's my thing that I want to say to you today, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody comes to you and tell you that you are less than because you couldn't do for them, they wasn't your friend, they wasn't for you to begin with. Because most people understand what the hustle is, what the struggle is. I didn't put you in that predicament. I didn't put you there. You put yourself there. And that's the reality. And that's the reality. Look at here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love what you all are doing. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop. We have to stop. Like, seriously, we got to stop, because we are here for a reason. We are here to make change. We're here to move things, but we cannot do it being people that are exhausted, that are used and abused for no reason at all. When your spirit tells you to give, you give. When your spirit tells you to give, you give. Not your conscience. You know what I'm saying? Not, oh, okay. Well, how they gonna live? So this is what the person said to me. So, well, how am I supposed to do what I need to do? Do you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not making no excuses for that. Man, please. Whatever. Look, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I have learned is that I can't keep doing something that I don't have. I can't keep giving what I don't have. I can't keep pretending that this doesn't affect me. I can't keep pretending that it doesn't affect me, right? I can't keep pretending that this doesn't bother me. I can't keep pretending that I am good when I'm not. I'm good, ladies and gentlemen. I love the word no. Somebody asked me, no. No to the no to the no, 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 no. No, I'm cool with that. But then here's the problem, though, ladies and gentlemen. When you get upset because I didn't told you no, when you get angry because I've told you no, did you not go into this situation thinking there was a possibility that I would say no? No, you want to know why? They didn't come in there thinking like that, because I've always said yes. Even when it hurt, I said yes. Even when I didn't have, I said yes. And now that I'm saying no, I'm wrong. I'm mean. I'm nasty. I'm bougie. Ladies and gentlemen, recognize game. Recognize game. Turn that dial on that TV. Look, I'm talking old school now. Y'all remember back in the day, your mama used to make you go to the TV and turn the knob? Some of y'all might not remember that because some of y'all may be, under 30 years old. So you might not remember that part. But let me tell you, there used to be this TV back in the day that sat in the living room, and our mamas and our aunts and uncles, grandmothers would tell us to go over there and turn that knob. And sometimes, there were only certain channels. Now we got like thousands and thousands of channels. But back then we only had three major channels: NBC, ABC, and CBS, I think. And then we had 39 and something else here in Houston. I can't remember. 39 and 26, maybe. I can't remember what the other one was. But anyways, we had those. And it's just like a radio. If you ever do that, exactly. Exactly. RCA TV for Rimco. You a fool. You a fool. That's right, though. That's right. And then we had those, like back in the day, I just remember not having all of these amenities. You know what I mean? And you had to actually cook and wait or do and wait and all this. Nowadays, people, they don't even care with it. Like, it's like now, you're expendable. People will use you until they can't use you no more. But do yourself a favor and stop being used. Call them to the carpet. Like we used to say in the military, toe the line. You want it, you come and you ask me. And if I say no, then I say no. Right? But let me tell y'all something about a true hustler. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get up out of here. A true hustler is going to have A, B, C, D, E, F, G in order to get what needs to be done. A true hustler is going to do that. That's what's going to happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead on and get out of here. I just wanted to check in with you all. Look, ladies and gentlemen, check in with yourself. Be careful, be blessed. And remember, just because COVID-19 is going on, that doesn't mean that you can't protect yourself. You can't be for yourself. You can't do. Peace and blessings to you. Love you. Make sure that you check me out tomorrow. We're talking about your pain is your purpose. And catch me Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I got some interviews coming up and all that good stuff. Peace and blessings to you. Love you.